Hello, this is Shep here at the Sun Valley Auto Club, and in front of us we have a 1989 Porsche 964. It's just got a little over 118,000 miles on it. The auto check calls it a one owner, but we have other records to indicate that it's a three owner car, with the last owner purchasing it in 1997. So 89 was the first year of the major redesign of the 911, of the 964. So in this year, production numbers were under 1,200. I've got it on the wall behind me, but yeah, 1,178. I'd have to take a look again, but a little under 1,200. And they used so much of the technology, huge redesign for the 911. These were kind of definitely... this car almost crushed Porsche, depending on who you listen to or what you hear, but it was such a radical change from everything that had happened up to this point. Humans don't like change, and this change was definitely drastic. A lot of the technology in the 964 came from the development of the 959. So they took all that technology, everything they learned from that project, and a lot of it went right into the Porsche lineup. So in 89, you could only get it one way, and it is a C4 coupe with the manual. We'll spend some more time in the interior, but if we were talking about a manual transmission, we would show that off. So this one is the Guards Red, black interior. So all the C2s, cabriolets, Tiptronics, Targas, that would all come in 90, but in 89, the only way you could get it was the C4, again using that all-wheel drive system from the 959. So one of my favorite years for the 964 run that ran to 94, and it just has that still very iconic deep fenders. Unlike the previous or the next generation, a lot of people love that as well, but just not quite as deep. That's a 97 turbo up there. But this one is just a stunning car. So we do see a lot of 964s that come through our shop. We source for Singer, so we typically are gunning after the Tiptronics. Cars that have got issues, and just so we use those for those kind of donors. This one came to us, and it's just way too nice to send to chop up. Not that becoming a Singer for a second life is a huge punishment for one of these cars, but this one is just unmolested, very stock. Like I said, the third owner purchased in 1997, and he's got service records. And then to let you know what kind of owner this is, he's got his own logbook. Talks about the owners there and when he purchased. And he's got dates and miles from his ownership from 97 on. So everything from when he waxed it, new wiper blades, batteries, oil, etc. So super careful owner. This one lived in California as well as and then in Nevada. So two dry climates, certainly zero rust. This is where you start to see them, is around the cowl on either side, which is just perfect. You see it back here as well, just none there. One reason why I do mention the Singer previously is that we measure all the cars, go through a 7-page inspection. This one would certainly qualify. Just as you can see, the Carfax isn't accurate for these cars. You don't have a lot of good history until the mid-90s, and even then it can be kind of hard to come by. Good quality information. So measuring them, certainly you could have something happen to a car, and if it's not reported to insurance to the police, nobody's going to be any the wiser. So this one absolutely measures square like it did coming out of the day that it came out of the factory. The interior is also very, very nice. No cracks on the dash. Even the leather boot around the gear shift is in good shape. Obviously those back seats aren't going to have a lot of use. Headliner super tight, no drooping, sagging. We'll take a look at the frunk. I did empty that out for us just so we can take a look. That came out of the front as well. Just a 6 CD holder, but spare tire, complete with a nut, the interior carpet, pump, tools, jacks, jack handles, and then the toolkit. So go ahead and take a look at that. D90 wheels, factory, all the way around. This one just hasn't been lowered or monkeyed with at all. You do have the original sticker up there. And if those are missing, that's not the biggest deal. Dealers were supposed to take those out. Most cars do have them. And this one has it. Again, just kind of a show of the originality. Your front frame rails are in great shape. Both sides. And then, not surprising to see a little junk underneath here. Rust. If a battery would then start to leak, that would show issues. This is just straight metal. I cleaned that up after I took all the stuff out of, but cleanly, good and straight. I've got a bunch of underside photos as well. Sorry that's upside down, but he even marked when he put the battery in. So as we're up close here, no rust, but since it's been in the west, you do have your rock chips. Most of those have been touched up, but that would be the damage to note. They didn't, a lot of guys nowadays, you see them coming in with that little bumperette removed and just put in the Euro light, but they never do fit quite as nice. So this one's just classic North American spec. Left the flag mirrors on as they should be. I do like the Aerios. I guess we have all flags in here right now. But that was the stock for '89. We'll go ahead and give a listen to other things that we look for. The lighting's a little tough, but if you see those rivets right there, that's just an indication that there's been no body work. All the stickers are present. This one's been inspected, oil's been changed here at our shop, as I mentioned, frame and mechanical. This was too nice not to drive home. I guess we could take a little listen here. So I've driven it to my house, enjoyed it. No wacky lights, no wacky performance. There's the miles, 117,897. So pretty normal for brake lights to come on right away, which this one doesn't. But once the pump's running, those shut off. But here we are going down the road, and no warning lights of any kind. Brakes are good, no chatter. Reverse is easy to get into. Easy operation. We'll take a quick look. Just the car with natural light. So just a sweet example of a stock 964, 1989, excellent ownership. This car will treat you right. If you've got further interest or you want this in your garage, just give me a call. I'm Shep. I can be reached at 208-721-1973. You can fly in. There's the airport right there. Or I can help you out with shipping as well. So we will take this back in and then end the video. There's the club. More 964s. Lots of toys. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.